everybody,
Hello,
and
everybody.
welcome in. This is Sunday, and it's a great day. It's a great day. It's sunny here, everything. And we want to welcome in Jimmy, the astute tourist, Canadian family life, Tiffany, who's probably cooking something really well, and Joshua Gabriel. Hello there, and welcome in. Who do you have on your side?
We have Jen is welcome in Jen. We have Tiffany from Canadian Family Life is here. We have Martin, the astute tourist, is also here. So welcome in. Nice to have you here. We have Donnell that just popped in. Hello, everybody. Have hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It's like an amazing day so far. How's your day has been, Miss Cheryl?
Oh, it's been going good. We went to church. That's why I never change clothes after I get out of church because I don't have time to
Right.
change clothes. To put the food on the table, eat dinner with the family, then chit chat. So, and then earlier it was who, baby, the former, the
Oh, uh, one day at a time farmstead.
one day at a time Formstead came in first.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had to go in and out on my chat. And for
Right.
everybody, Armani Webster is me. Let me tell you, I sometimes forget my granddaughter has a channel. So I go in under her name, forget to move myself away because it's not copy and paste. The only thing I can do is copy and paste. So if I can't copy and paste it, it's not happening. But Jackie, tell everybody about travel news.
Okay, for today's travel news, we have, let me see, because there's a couple of things. I know that on August 30th, a couple of days from today, Disney is going to be debuting their brand new ship Treasures. So for those of you that are into like Disney cruising, keep an eye on that. That's coming on August 30th. New ship coming in. It's going to be the new Celebrity Ascent is going to be coming in. They have also Celebrity has some good specials going on right now because of the Ascent is coming in. Ascent is going to be here in November, so we're going to be able to travel on her and all of that good stuff. Royal Caribbean right now has some great specials if you're looking into booking on Royal Caribbean. So they're having some really good specials and some good deals, especially for those that have families with children. They are actually adding back up the kids sell free for next year. So that's a good thing. So that's what we
Okay,
have going on in the travel business.
that's good. That's good information to know. And who else is coming, baby? Because I can't see the small stuff. I'm so
So
sorry.
right now I'm coming in. We have Nettie and JT.
From
Welcome in.
Chicago.
Scott from the Mustard Drill. Hey, Scott. We have Donnie D, the spectacular supporter, is also here. Welcome in.
He is a good supporter too.
Joshua Gabriel is also here.
Deanna
So
Tony.
welcome in, everybody. Nice to have you guys here on a Sunday. We're having a great time so far. So
And hello there, Dion and Tony. And we want to welcome in our guest. This guest that we have now, the mustard drill turned us on to him. And we've been watching he and his wife. They've been doing some really good stuff. And they travel out of New York because they're in Brooklyn. You know, if they didn't have rats in New York, I would move to New York. But I'm scared of rats. I'm definitely, I'm paralyzed by rats. So, we're going to introduce you to Cruising with Keith.
Hello, everybody.
Cruising with
hey.
Keith.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. We wouldn't do anything other than to have you on the show. How has your weekend been?
Better. I'm recovering from the the Venezia, but it's much better.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because I want to go. We have been looking because we don't need a hotel once we get there because Our granddaughter stays in Manhattan.
Oh yeah,
So,
so you're good.
yeah, so we wouldn't need a hotel. We just need the price to be right for us to get
Right.
on Peninsula.
Yeah.
And you've been on there a lot. So,
Right.
what's so special about the Venezia?
Well, the Venezia is it's very beautiful. So like shipwise, the marble, everything is unlike anything you will see on any other ship. One thing is very beautiful. Um, they have gotten a lot better from my first cruise with them on the Venezia to now, so I could give you a thumbs up on that. So
Okay.
the lines aren't that much as long as they were at that time. They did a lot more. Everything's more organized now. Like the first one, it
Okay.
was chaos. First one, it was a wild zoo, to be honest, right? But the second one is like it went from like being to like the worst cruise I've ever been on to like one of my best cruises I've been on
Okay.
compared to the second one.
That
So
is cool.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jack, you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I will be on the Venecia on 2025 because I gotta wait until it comes to Florida.
Okay.
Oh, really? It's going to Florida?
Yeah, it's coming to Florida in 2025. I'm already booked on it.
That's good. That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
Maybe you want to check it out, Miss Cheryl.
You know what? I'm just going to do that. You just don't, Jackie. I write things down about cruises because I like
I'll
cruise.
send you a message with the one I'm gonna be going on, and then you can check it out.
Okay.
All right, Keith. Well, my first question to you is, tell us about your channel. Like, how did you start it?
Yeah.
All right.
How is it? How is it cruising with Keith? We want to know
So
all the good
all
stuff.
right. So how do I originally start? I was going to start like years ago, right? But then COVID happened, right? So they said the whole industry was going down. So I was like, I'm not going to be going on to a cruise anytime soon. So in order for me to start the channel, I have to go on the channel. I have to go on a cruise in order to show content, right? So I was like, I have to wait till after COVID. Then during COVID, we go into all these vacations. And the beginning of this year, I was in Punta Cana with my family, right? I went down there into Punta Cana, and I was like, I think now's the time I could start going back on cruises. I really want to do it like in 2019. So eventually, I had like a couple channels, different channels, names for it. But then eventually, I said cruising with Keith, and being from like where we were in New York, we use a lot of like slang words. So
Mhm.
that's where cruising came in, without the I and all that. That's why it's like cruising, like you're hanging out with me on a cruise or going on vacation and all that.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's
So,
good.
so that's how I started, and now I do it the way I do it is like I try to put like I'm not counting the shorts, just the regular videos. I try to put at least 3 to 4 videos a week based on like cruise news, and
Okay.
every day I'm doing research when I come home from work, and the way I do it is it's hard to remember everything. So I literally write everything down on a piece of paper. What I'm gonna say, I take the paper, I tape it under my camera, which is my cell phone, on my tripod. So it's like little notes as I'm talking to the camera.
Right.
So as I'm going, I could do it. And it took me a lot of work to do the editing because I watched a lot of like these YouTube videos, which is the best to learn about editing. And I finally found the best one I like the best to do my editing, which my niece told me about it. She's like, well, why don't you try that one? She goes, everybody uses that one, and I started using that one. So far, that's been the best one I've been using.
Okay.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hello, Rock the Boat and Shanster, Warm Strong Adventures.
That's right.
I don't know who else is in. But let me tell you, I'm Armani Webster. That's my granddaughter. And I forget. If I'm not under my church, I'm under somebody in the family running our playlist to get watch hours. So I forget that I'm somewhere else. Okay, Keith, as a YouTuber, which steps are you taking to continuously learn and adapt in the ever-evolving landscape of online content creator?
Well, I mean, you're always going to learn. So a lot of times, like even when I watch like other videos, because I watch all like the big time YouTubers, like from what's the Shift Life, which I met him on the first cruise, right? So
What?
yeah, if you go on my Instagram, I have a picture with me and Jay from the Shift Life.
Yes.
Yeah, he's actually
He was
really
with his
humble.
girlfriend. I mean, his white girlfriend, right?
Well,
Yeah, Lauren.
see, a lot of people don't realize when I actually started watching him, I doing research on him, like not a person, just on the channel, and I saw they had a girlfriend, so I was like, oh, and she's also a big TikTok person in France.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a big TikTok
she's got like
person.
over 300,000 followers. I was like,
I didn't know that. Did you know that? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah,
I think she goes by Frenchie Low
yeah, Frenchie. I know.
on it. Yeah, because Jay, I actually know Jay as well because Jay lives about 15 minutes from where I am.
Wait,
Wow.
in Tampa?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, I'm actually going to Tampa for Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, maybe we could have some lunch or something when you come over.
Yeah, because we're thinking about either doing the cruise or we're gonna stay at some family out there.
Yeah, Jay lives on Ybor and I live in the Brandon area, so it's about a 15-minute hop from where he is.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very nice guy. He's a very, very nice guy.
Yeah. He's
Good
very,
human being.
and he gave me advice. And there's this other cruise channel called CCMM. I'm not sure if you heard him. It's a husband and wife channel. And I was actually talking to the husband for a while, and they gave me the good thing about going on that cruise was, yes, I got my feet wet doing it, and I got a lot of advice from a lot of people who are YouTubers on that cruise.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That is great. And everybody drop hashtag creator or hashtag T with T.
TWT for traveling with Tinkerbell. So hashtag TWT or hashtag creator to put your link out there.
Yes, and everybody will connect with you. That I did not know Jay stayed in Tampa.
Yeah, he lives closer to the port than I do because he's like right there, like around the corner.
Oh, okay.
But he's always traveling now, so it's very hard to get a hold of him because he's right now always. I think he's coming back home shortly. Soon he should be back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then, Keith, how do you envision your channel standing out in a saturated market of cruise YouTube content?
Well, I mean, my plan is I always put like a target, right? So my first target was, I looked online and said within 3 months, that's when you get your first 100 subscribers, right? So I said I want to do it in 2. I did it in 7 weeks. So that was one of my targets. Was I always look at what the average is, and I always want to at least get to that mark. And my target right now is to get 1,000 within 12 months. But if I don't get 12 months, definitely within 14, I want to do it. So I always put like a target after that. Then after that, once I get past that, I'm going to set a whole nother target on where I want to be, maybe a couple thousand subscribers, 10,000. I'm hoping maybe, obviously it's a long shot. I don't think I'll get 100,000 in 5 years, but I'm hoping I could at least get like 10,000.
Right. I'm having. I learned today. This is what I learned today. I'm learning so much, but I don't understand it. But because I'm a little slow, but it's like my channel, I guess, is at the year mark, and if you don't have the subscribers, you lose some hours. Is that what it is? Well, tell me what it is.
You lose and gain hours every day.
In what?
You lose and gain hours every day.
Oh, so I'm confused still because I don't know. I don't know. But we're not going to talk about my issues because
I can help you with that real quick. So basically,
okay, go ahead.
If your channel's been around it's not gonna happen to me yet because I haven't been around for a year. So whatever hours you had on that date a year ago, you're gonna lose those hours because it's for every 12 months. So if you got 1 hour that day a year ago and today you got 20 hours, you gained 19 hours.
Oh, I gain hours?
If you have 20 watch hours today.
I do have 20 hours.
And you only had one 366 days ago.
Maybe I can call you too.
Where are they located? California.
Okay. Well, if Eddie can call them, I can. If Eddie and Scott can call them, I can call them. I can call them. I'm going to call them tomorrow morning before the show. Okay, for them to explain it to me. Because I'm a blonde. Okay. Okay. Could you share your content strategy for the first few months? And how do you plan to keep your audience engaged?
Well, the strategy, I always have a strategy is, first of all, once I found out about the shorts, because my first like 3-4 weeks, I wasn't putting no shorts at all. And I was like, what's going on? Then the minute I put out one short, my first short, it's funny. I found a video of my wife years ago on a cruise. And we were on the Norwegian escape, but it's a balcony. I guess everyone thought she was going to jump off. And she got like 5,000 views. And I saw how many subscribers I was getting. So I was like, that's how you get all the subscribers. Yes, you will get subscribers doing like a lot of these things, the regular videos, live streams, but the shorts get you the subscribers because those things could jump up in a minute or two. Where it could jump, it jumps like it's quick. It jumps and it dies out. It's not like a regular show where you could have people watching it for a whole year long. That one could only maybe last a day or two.
Well, maybe I'll have a vlog tomorrow with me on the phone with YouTube support. I know you ought to see Jeremy. He's doing so many faces. I don't understand. But go ahead, Jackie. Ask some questions.
Okay. A question that I would like to know. Out of all the videos that you have put on your channel, what is the one video that you have produced so far that is your favorite one? Like,
oh, well, I can tell you the hardest video was my first video. I literally sat in front of my camera for like an hour. My heart is beating like a million miles a minute. I'm like, I'm really gonna do this. And then I go back to it sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, it was horrible, But I mean, to me, I would say probably the one I put the most work into it because of my first time doing it is when I did the full walkthrough on the first time on the Venezia. Like I was like trying. It's a learning process, so I that's probably got to be like one of my favorites that I did it because I put so much work into it, and you don't realize how long, like those long videos take a lot of time, to me.
right.
Even now, like when I do a video from start to finish, I could get it done within like a regular like cruise news video. I get it done within an hour and a half compared to like when I first started doing it, it took me like 5 hours.
Right.
Because
so for those brand new content creators that are coming in new, so what would you tell them? Like, do you feel like more like calm now when you're doing it, and you can get on a line, no problem?
I'm actually a lot more calm when I'm doing it. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of takes where like you forget the words, so you go back. It's not like the live stream where if you screw up, everyone's gonna see it. So, but I'm more calm now than when I first did, especially when I first video. If anyone go back, watch my first video, you can see I'm stiff. I'm like, and plus at that point I hadn't built the character yet. So I know. So as I started doing more and more videos, I started getting like a little bit like not emotional crying, but like into it. Right? You start getting into it, and then how it started out with like the cruise news, where how I start my video. It's cruise news time. And it was like when I was a kid growing up, I used to go to my brother's football games, and it has to do with the Lucas chanting, what time is it, game time, So I changed.
Right.
That went to my head, so I think let me do that with the cruise, and it just went through.
Yeah, it's nice.
Go
ahead, Miss Cheryl.
I watch your stuff, Keith. I might not comment, but I'm always in the chat.
Yeah.
And I see you standing up. I mean, you're more comfortable. I don't know if you were nervous before because I didn't see it. Your very first live that the Mustard Bill told us to watch. Yeah. I didn't see any nervousness.
So the first one, I was a little nervous when I was with my wife, as I was going a little bit further in, I started to get a little bit more calm, and I mean, my wife don't get nervous. She just talks, and you see I'm a little bit quiet, you know. But but it was good,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it takes
Well,
it takes a little
well,
bit. It takes a little bit to get used to
yeah,
talking to a camera because
yeah.
it has happened to me. A lot of my videos, I'm vlogging and I'm looking at the item or whatever it is, and I cannot. The word just cannot come out. It's like,
Oh no, no. There's been times where I did like a video, and I literally said the word, and I couldn't get the word out. I literally did like 10, 20 times the video over. I'm like, what is going on?
so
say
it.
banana.
Yeah, and even doing the live at the beginning, I was like, "Oh Lord,"
Oh
but now
yeah.
it's like it's starting to feel more, more relaxed. A lot of people that see my stuff is like, "Oh, you look just like natural."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It just takes time to get natural. I
Yeah.
mean.
But the Mustard Joe says he wishes he was calm when the camera goes on. I
Well,
think
Oh,
you
he
do a
was
good
on
job,
a,
Scott.
yeah, Scott was on a very good. He got so many compliments from the chat when he was
Mhm.
on the House of X the other night. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody thought that he was just the smartest thing next to PhD, whatever, because Scott was able to give them the information, how he knew the information. I mean, it was like listening to a professor, you know. So Scott, he wasn't nervous at all. He said he was nervous, but he wasn't because he did good. He did really well.
oh
Yeah.
no. I mean, we're all gonna get nervous at times.
Yes.
Don't know.
What equipment and software do you plan to use for your video production and editing?
So for a lot of my production, I use well, actually right now I have the laptop which I'm using just for live stream, but for normal videos, I got my phone, I have a light, and I have a tripod where my phone goes on. Since I'm tall, I had to buy another tripod. So I'm 6'4".
Oh my. That's
So
Wow.
not
so I used to have on my first videos in the beginning, I had a tripod that would go up to like 5.5 feet, right? So I literally used to have to put my tripod on top of a chair to actually originally. And then I got to stop doing the share thing. So I now I have one that goes taller than me, right? So I had about so now I have one. I think it goes up to like 7 feet tall. The tripod it extends that
oh
all the
wow.
way up. But so what I use my phone. My editing is I use CapCut for all my editing. So that and I do nothing on the computer. The only time I go on the computer is like when I'm done with everything. I go into YouTube to add end screen
Okay.
because for some reason I guess you can't do that through the studio app.
Okay. Actually, now that you mentioned that you got a tripod, I actually just bought a tripod and I actually bought this really cool thing that you put your phone on it. And I only know about it because my oldest daughter told me about it. And it's really cool. You put your phone and you don't need anybody else to video yourself because it'll follow you wherever you go.
Yeah. I was thinking
What
about
Jeremy got.
Yeah.
this like selfie stick one that actually like well you can turn into a tripod where it has a program. I think it's like a gray one, but it rotates and
Yeah.
it has a program and it follows you. You can go left, it'll follow you to the left or the right.
I'll show you what mine's look like. This is what I'm talking about. So this is
Yeah.
the camera. So you put your phone here, and then this will just do like a whole 360.
Oh wow.
It'll follow as you're walking on like if you're on a ship and you
Yeah.
put it and you're walking wherever, it'll just follow wherever you're going.
Yeah. I never
So
seen
What's
that
the
one
name
yet.
of that, Jackie?
oh my God, Miss Cheryl, I'm gonna have to probably email you because I have the box over there.
Okay.
But it's like I bought it at Amazon and it was like $40.
Mhm.
So you put the camera on and then you could do like anything and then you could just walk wherever you walk, it just follows you around. So it's instead of having somebody just with the camera following you around, that will do that shot. So it's pretty cool. My daughter just told me about it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get it for the channel.
Yeah,
So,
it's like that Then you have
Gimbal.
it's like a gimbal. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is for tripods, so it'll stay on there and it just goes around like it could go a whole circle. So it's really cool.
Like a 360.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hmm.
Chi Chi, welcome into the live stream today. Let me see. That's about it.
Okay.
All right.
And tell us how long you said you were going to start back doing COVID. So when did you really get started doing?
So I was in the beginning of February. I was in Punta Cana. So when I came back, I knew in my mind. I said, I got to start it. I want to do it. So I put my first video out actually 6 months from yesterday. So I've been doing only 6 months right now. So since that was February 26th. So my plan right now is just to keep on going, because we all know how it is. The minute you start to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. I slowed down.
Yeah. I mean, since I came back from the cruise, I took a little bit of a break. I mean, that usually happens because usually I'm trying to do the editing on all these the vlogs and all that. So, but probably tonight or tomorrow I'm gonna go back to doing all my cruise news videos and everything.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So Keith, let me ask you something. So you do go live, right, on your channel?
I have with my wife, but try not to. I mean, it's kind of hard to go live by yourself, because it's good to have an extra person there.
Right.
So what is your live schedule?
I mean, I haven't set up a schedule yet, so I have to try to set one where I want to try to do one where at least maybe I'm doing at least once a week or once every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that. Go ahead.
No, I said maybe you can try putting a thumbnail out there, have a subject, and talk about, just like that, like the issue that we have with the pizza, maybe hey, let's talk about the issue with pizza, and then trust and believe, well, it just depends, but once you start talking about a subject, everybody starts coming in and people will ask questions, and that will help you get through that hour. And by the time you know it, it is you've probably been the whole hour and you didn't even read.
I mean, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do is try to just do a schedule, and if because me and my wife both will work a lot, so so maybe I'll just try to set a schedule, and if she can't join, she can't join. I mean, it's better to have two people. So
yeah, but you can also ask other creators, and you could go with other creators side by side and talk about different stuff. At least
definitely. I mean, that's the one thing I'm still trying to learn is doing this the streamer from the laptop, because obviously you saw the first week I had the issue, and then the second time I did it from my phone. So right now I'm still trying to learn the StreamYard, which I haven't done yet. But I'm gonna.
Have you had any challenges other than the streaming?
Streaming, I mean, the challenges really has to do with my work schedule. It's hard. A lot of times, I see a video, I get it, I want to get it done, right? So I want to get the video done up and going, because sometimes I see a story and I want to get it out there before other people get the story out there before me. And the one thing I'm trying to learn is what time to put out the videos. In the afternoon, the morning, the nighttime. There's been so many different times, and there's been times on a Sunday. You would think everyone's home watching on a Sunday, and I put it on a Sunday. Most of the time, it doesn't move until Monday.
Yeah,
those analytics. Now that I do know, because I learned myself. Eddie, Scott, nor my husband taught me analytics. Yeah, they did, and I learned analytics. I know to go to that, not the TV one, but YouTube Studios.
Yeah. It says analytics,
and to tell you what time your audience, who is watching it from what place, not the channel, that's watching it, but whether it's the age range, the what else? And okay, other than the United States, India watches it, my channel, you know. Um, and I don't have those many
I'm sorry.
people from
Yeah.
India watching. I mean, subscribe to me, nor me subscribe to them. But people from India are watching. And I know there's a time difference. So I'm thinking one of these days when I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I might should go live and just talk to them, you know. I don't know. But as a YouTuber, uh, what I know you talked about this as well, about your
Yeah.
wife
Yeah.
uh, going live with you, and it's hard for
Yeah.
y'all to get schedules together.
Yeah.
But do you anticipate her stepping out on her own with her own channel?
No, I don't think that shit she probably wouldn't do. You know. So I just don't think she. I'm more patient, so I don't think she has the patience for to sit there and do all that stuff. But because obviously this more, even though it's my channel, but when you're married, it's our channel.
It's right.
In the end. So everything, like when I eventually start to actually make some money off it, which won't be probably till like a year or something. You know, you know, like Eddie said, it's pennies. So I'll give you 1 penny, and we make 2 pennies. She gets 1 penny.
Oh, see. Mm.
But
Miss
oh
Cheryl,
yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick, I wanna say hello to House of X Entertainment is in the house, and also Eddie Lugo Studios. Actually, Alice Lugo Studios is in the house.
Hey, Alice. I'm throwing Eddie, Scott, and Jeremy under the bus. They haven't taught me nothing.
And
And you know how long
also
we've been going live. I haven't learned nothing from them.
April Showers is also in the house.
Who?
April Showers.
Oh, hey, April Showers. I can't see. I'm on this small screen, and Jeremy, because he's that kind of husband, got the font this big. I think it's an 8. So I can't see nothing. It's like what? And you see me going, looking this way because I have us on the big screen because I can see like when Jackie raises something or when Keith does something.
Yeah.
I know that I can see it. I can't see. It's one of those bloopers, you guys. I don't know.
And Scott is saying, "Welcome to the party." I hate the StreamYard on a phone. I agree, Scott. I did that on my live show on Friday, and I hated it. I hated it. So I did a different setup over here today to do. Now I'm on my laptop, so I did a different setup to be able to do the show.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Now, give us,
I have a. You're gonna have. You have another question for him, Miss Cheryl?
I just want to know um, about Benicia. Give me, without telling me what you're going to vlog or put out live,
Yeah, I'll tell you.
about 3 pros for me to get on the ship.
Well, 3 pros. I mean, there's a lot of good drinks on there, right? They have a lot more different drinks. Yeah, I drink, so me and my wife do go there for drinks. My favorite place, I do like the Carnival Lounge because it's a nice place to like sit down and relax, which is like, and back there is where like I'm not gonna sing karaoke, but I will watch people do karaoke, and when you drink and watch them, it's fun. I mean, you will get some good ones up there singing, and then you're still gonna get the people who are going up there and aren't so good. You know, so that I liked. On there, I mean, don't. I mean, there is a lot of places to be that are quiet up there, which I do like. Like on deck 5 and all that, and deck 11. It's a lot of good places for like quietness.
I'm sorry, they
Uh,
think somebody's in the chat that shouldn't be in the chat, but
yeah,
I
right.
don't see it.
Okay, so
I don't
so
see
that
it.
was good. I really did like the Italian specialty restaurant on there.
Okay.
You know that
How did you enjoy that?
I went on there on the first time I went on, and then the second time I went to the steakhouse. The steakhouse it was good, but it wasn't. It's not like on the same level to me as like those like Morton's or like the Ruth Chris. Those like
Okay.
really good steakhouse, but it's still really good steakhouse.
Okay. I do have a question for you because I know you've been on several different types of cruises. What is your favorite cruise line if you have one, and which ship has is the one that you like so far that you have been the most?
So I've only been on like on two cruise lines, which is Carnival and Norwegian, right? So I mean, what probably my favorite ship. I did like to escape a lot. You know, every cruise line has its pros and cons. The one thing I really liked about Norwegian is that they have a restaurant that's open 24 hours. So a lot of times when I'm coming back from like the casino, like at 2 in the morning, I'll go there and then go relax. So that's one thing I really did like about you know, in the Norwegian. Now with Carnival, I also liked because you know it's more of a like a you know it's a fun atmosphere. You know.
Really, all I like to do, it doesn't matter if I have a sail away party
Uh,
or not. I just want to be on a cruise ship.
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter about. I mean, eventually, I am going to try to roll. And another thing I plan on doing with my channel eventually is that I don't want to just stay on one cruise line on my channel. I want to go on as many different cruise lines so that I could put that out there for more people to see.
Oh yeah, and believe it or not, Carnival and Norwegian
Yeah,
and Royal are big search engines out there. Uh,
yeah.
I haven't seen too many people talk about, lately about Virgin Voyages.
No, no, you really don't see a lot of news about that. I mean, I don't even know if me and my wife would even want to go. You know, I mean, we don't have kids, but you know, it's like the one thing, like their ships are small.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I don't like the smaller ships. I don't
I
like
like
the ships.
big ships. I
Yeah,
do. I like big ships.
yeah. I don't mind walking, all day long to go around ship because even before I had a child, the one thing me and my wife always did on the first day on a new ship, we would go from top to bottom, walk the whole ship.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squirrel's nest in the house.
Hello, Squirrel's Nest. How are you doing today?
Nancy Kowalski is also here. Welcome in.
Yeah, that's my mother.
That's your mom.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hi,
Hi,
Mom.
Mom.
How are you? Welcome to the live stream.
And we're gonna take it easy on your son.
Yeah. She's actually going on the Venezia on September 8th.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
good. I want to go there so bad, but I know I can't make it there in the winter because of the storms.
yeah.
I just can't. But it's probably the cheapest time ever. But I just can't do it.
Yeah, that's why I waited for it to get to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
But 2025, the Venetia will be in Florida. I'm gonna probably make that trip. You know.
Keith, I do have one question for you.
Yeah.
Besides YouTube, do you have any other social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok?
Yeah. So
Good question.
I actually have if you scan my card, or I'll show my card real quick. Where is it? So I actually made my own QR code, my own business card for all this. So and this is the back of it. But I have Instagram, I have the Facebook group, I have Twitter, TikTok,
Okay.
and I also have my store in there too.
Awesome.
So,
That is good. You have a store too.
yeah, I
Promote
actually, if you look, I've actually sometimes every once in a while I do like giveaway. So I've done it twice already. Which on the second one, I haven't had the time. I still have 2 more people to actually give away stuff to. Where I have like shirts, coffee cups, tumblers on there.
Okay. I do. Chichi has a question, Miss Cheryl. She would like to know, what would you say to someone that does not like ships?
Go, Keith.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were asking. So someone doesn't like ships. I mean, if you've never been on a ship before, my opinion is try a short cruise, right? So that's what I did with my wife the first time. She was nervous about it. I said, why don't we try a short cruise to Canada? Because to me, Canadian cruises, the water's a little bit more common than going down to the Caribbean, right? So we did a 4-day, and after that, my wife got hooked on it. So obviously. And actually, that's why we did the last cruise. It was our anniversary cruise, our 10-year anniversary, and we did the same exact cruise going to Canada, 4-day, which they had. Well, luckily at the same time they had it on the Venezia going up there. And if you're still nervous, bring Dramamine or use your work with people, and try to get. To me, I would always get a balcony room. Because on my first cruise is an experience I want nobody to ever have. So my first cruise, I was in the middle of a hurricane, and I had a stateroom. And in the middle of the night, I felt like I was going to fall off the ship. It was, but I still went back on, right?
Okay. I'm going to welcome in Ocean to Ocean. Bruce, welcome into the live today.
Welcome in.
For Chichi that has that question, I will say, like what Keith said, always go on a smaller, like a 3-day cruise. Look for something that is a couple of days just to get your feet wet. See if you like it. I know you're going to love it. I have not met yet a person that has gone on a cruise and not love it. So you're going to love it. And once you get hooked on it, there is like no return on that one. You're going to be traveling a whole lot. So that is my suggestion to you.
Okay. Your YouTube channel grow. How do you manage? How do you plan to manage the increasing demands on your time and resources?
So the mustard's on the same cruise as my mother.
Oh, praise God that she don't.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Wait a minute. So that means, Miss Cheryl, that you get to see his mom, right?
Yes. I get to see him.
Hey.
Yeah, we get to meet your mom because we're all meeting up in
Grand Turk?
Grand Turk. Oh my God. That is going to be hilarious.
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's selling on the 31st, not September 8th.
Oh, okay. I read that he put September 8th earlier. That's right. Okay, so he'll see her. Well, he won't, because as she's getting on, he's getting off.
Right.
Yeah.
And at that terminal, when you get off, you get off downstairs, and people getting on are upstairs at Manhattan Terminal. So actually, here's one tip that I always do at Manhattan Terminal, because if you are walking out, right, you know how they have the taxis over there. I always walk 1 block away, and then I get a taxi because it'll be cheap. Because they will charge you double to triple the price, right there. Take your luggage, walk 1 block, order yourself an Uber, or get a yellow taxi. It'll be a lot cheaper.
Okay, that's good to know.
Instead of being on, like, I think that's 12th Avenue, I usually walk to 11th Avenue.
Yeah, that's a good tip. And I hope everybody took that tip and put it in the back of their mind or wrote it down. I did. But that's a very good tip. Very good tip.
Oh, yeah. I got in trouble at the terminal for filming.
Oh, yeah, you cannot film on the terminal.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I saw no signs, but I was filming the whole time, no issues. But the minute they brought out the facial rec, they saw me filming. They ran up to me. They made me delete it off my phone, everything. And it was, I was just really, I wasn't even recording that. I was just recording the crowd, that there was a big crowd of people. That's what I was doing.
Right.
I got in trouble too, Keith. But I knew better because it said, everybody said you couldn't. All the vlogs and lives I saw, they said you couldn't. But I did it anyway because rules mean nothing to me. Okay, I'm above the law, like that Steven Seagal movie.
They're meant to be broken.
Right. So I was in the Galveston. Was it the Galveston filming? And I was doing okay until I filmed my process of checking in. But when Jeremy got up there, that woman that wasn't even checking him in told the young girl that was checking him in, "Oh, she can't do that." I said, "Okay." But they didn't tell me to delete nothing. I kept my footage and I posted it all over YouTube. Yeah, I did. I did. So, okay. So, are you looking forward to being monetized? You said in the next few months.
Oh yeah. That's like my number one target right now is like to be monetized, and once that happens, it's gonna be like a relief off my shoulders because everything. Like I constantly look at I'm like, do I have any subscribers? How many I got today? If I get like none today, I lose my mind. I'm like, what's going on today? I'm like, what's going on? I ain't get one. It has happened to me, and then I'll be like sitting home thinking, I was like, all right, I gotta make a short. I gotta do this. I need to get more subscribers. But the one thing that actually broke my heart one time, right? One day I'm at work. Next minute, no, I got like 60 subscribers. I was like on a video, so I'm like all excited. This, that. 2 days later, they were all gone because they all like I like to call them robots. They all like the fake.
Wow.
They could be. I think I'm a product of today, here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah, sometimes you look and they're there, and then sometimes you go back and then you're losing subscribers and you don't know why.
No.
And I haven't done anything but went to sleep. That's it.
Yeah. But doing shorts, Keith, is gonna be it'll help you out. I did a short the other night, like maybe 2 nights ago, on Maho Beach. It was just the airplane. All you see is just the airplane going whoosh, through Maho Beach. That one, I think it was like 2,300 people viewed it, and I had 6 subscribers.
Yeah, I know. It could be. I mean, it's a hit or miss. I mean, there's been times where I got like 5,000 and I got 5,000 views and I got like 10 subscribers, and then there's times where I got 1,500 and I got 20. Like I had my nephew one time just do like it's Crusin one time, and he got like a couple of thousand subscribers, and I got like 25. 25. I mean, 25 subscribers, it's like 3,000 views.
Yes, I understand. I do. That subscriber things. That's why I'm calling you too. I am calling you tomorrow, and I'm making a vlog behind it.
Hey, real quick, do you do any premieres on your YouTube channel?
I've never done a premiere before, but I'm starting to look into it. So a premiere is when you put it out there, almost like a TV show, like where it's like scheduled, right?
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, you put the vlog out there and you set it up for a specific time, and then you kind of like doing a live, but nobody's watching you, so you're kind of like there on the chat part, just in case if somebody wants to ask you a question or whatever, then you kind of like answering them as they're asking.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's going to get you more subscribers that way, but
I don't know, to be honest, but I've done a couple, and I like it. It's fun. It's fun to interact with your community, live while they're watching your vlog. So it's really nice.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Lugo tomorrow morning during our before the show quickie. Yeah, asking.
All right, let's see. Do you have any other questions, Miss Cheryl?
Oh, I can't read them. Let me see. YouTube's algorithm and trends are even ever ending changing. How do you stay up to date with the latest platform updates and adapt your content accordingly? Mm.
I,
Okay, let me tell.
I mean, the
Let me,
algorithm. I just put it out there. Honestly, I understand. I don't try to put nothing out like at 6 o'clock in the morning. I like to either do like maybe I try to put something like my regular videos. I try to put those out when people come home, and I know since I live on the East Coast. There's people coming home. If I put out like 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, the people on the West Coast obviously come home a lot earlier. For my time zone. So that's the one thing I always look at. Being on the East Coast, the time zone is going to be a lot different over there. But there's more people live on the East Coast than on the West Coast.
and Keith, let me tell you a secret. This is a secret. And if the mustard drill is in the chat, this is what happened. This is a secret. Don't tell him that I'm telling you. He turned me on to this app called GPT FJK. I don't know what's the name of it. What's
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT. Now, you can put in there anything you want to. Like today, I put in a welcome speech that I had to give at church. Give me the welcome speech for church today. So I put it in there and bam, it came up. But guess what? It also gave me questions to ask you. So you have Scott for these hard questions on this piece of paper that say, thank you, Scott. What is it? GB4? GPT. Check. Write that down.
What's called?
Say it
Chat?
again.
Chat GPT.
GPT.
Yeah, our Alexa just went off. I guess she thinks her name is Chat GPT.
All right,
But,
Chat GPT.
And guess what? She can give you information on, that thing can give you information on, what is it? Anything. Just type something in there. Like, what should our show be about today? Bam. And it's going to come up. Yeah. I kid you not. It tells you.
So for you guys, I actually recently just found a website called, I'm not sure if you guys heard of it. It's called Opus. So they actually, if you do like a live stream, it's actually really good for any videos you do, right? And it'll make a whole bunch of shorts for you where you don't have to do all that work. You do pay a little bit a month, but I have it set up for I could pay like $20 a month, and I get like 200 minutes a month. So depending on how long your live stream is, or your videos are, they'll make, you can put it down, you want 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and they'll send you like 20, 30 videos at once. And they will subtitle it for you and everything.
Spell it for me.
Okay, it's called OPUS. It's actually called Opus Clip. Let me see if I could.
CLIP.
Yeah, it's called OP. You might want. I actually just started looking at it. I actually made a video. I made a short on it already. So if you look at, when I did my live, and then I made a short with me and my wife. It had a bunch of subtitles on it, which they did all that for you. So that made it a lot easier than you actually. Here's the link. So I'm actually gonna go on the Instagram. I'm gonna send it to your husband. I'm gonna send him the link so you can see it.
Yeah, send it to him. Don't send it to me because I don't do anything but copy.
Yeah.
Well, we have a question on the chat. It says, "Is that an AI program?"
I think it's an AI program. I think so.
Okay. And also, James McBride from New York City says, "They left me in the DR the first time I went on a cruise. I wish I could be. I wish you were here live because I would like to know why they left you. Did you came in late? Were you a peer runner? Like what happened? That would be great to know. Like why did they leave you on the DR? Hey, at least we
Yeah.
were on the DR, so you must have a great time.
No. The one thing I do gotta say about the DOF from going there when I went to Punta Cana is the ocean is really beautiful. But I mean, one of my favorite places to go to is I actually love Bermuda the best. I don't like the Bahamas because I feel like I work in Manhattan, I live in Manhattan. You know, I don't live in Manhattan, but I live in Westchester now. I'm originally from Queens, so going to Manhattan and they're always trying to hustle you or haggle you. And in Bermuda, in the Bahamas, they do that to you right at the port. But in Bermuda, not one person, and I've been there 3 times, has ever tried to haggle me or do any of that. And everybody there's so calm.
Bermuda is beautiful and it's so
Yeah.
clean. It's I always tell everybody, go to Bermuda, you will love it.
I want to go. I've never been.
It's cheaper to travel by cruise to Bermuda than to actually fly there and stay at a resort.
And the great thing about going to Bermuda, if you take a 7-day cruise, you're there for like 50+ hours.
Right. Because you're there sometimes you're 2 to 3 days, sometimes depending on the ship you take.
Yeah. So it's actually like you're already on the resort because you have the cruise ship there. And there's been people who I've been on the cruises where they got off the ship and they went and got themselves a hotel.
Right.
I would stay on.
I don't do that, but I might get a hotel.
Stay on the ship. I would. I would stay on the ship. Free food, free entertainment. Just get off and go look at Bermuda and get back.
And the food is good there. The food's actually really good. Well, like one of my favorite places. Like if you ever go there, I recommend go to the caves. Or right by the caves, they have the Swizzle Inn. They get really good drinks. So yeah, you might need a cab back right after that. Yeah.
Well, I do have a question for you, Keith. Since you went to Bermuda, did you ever go to that KFC, the only one they have?
I've never seen it.
We actually have.
Where in Bermuda is that?
It's in downtown Bermuda.
Downtown. Okay.
Yeah, in downtown there's only one. It used to be a long time ago where it used to be a McDonald's there, but they took the McDonald's because it was too expensive. But they only have the one KFC. But a bucket of an 8-piece chicken back when I went in 2018, it was $54.99.
Oh yeah.
That's for the chicken.
Threw that chicken back at them.
Just for the chicken. They didn't even have the size. The size are separate. So
yeah, well, that's all I think a lot of things are going to be more expensive in Bermuda.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only other thing. Things are more expensive because
but it's beautiful.
Everything's imported there. You know?
It's a lot of history there in Bermuda for sure.
Yeah.
Like everybody's house is the same. There's like not one better than the other. Like I don't know if you ever heard about the history of the actual I guess the outside, the exterior of the house. Everybody is a white exterior and it's made out of something to do with the sea. And when the rain comes in, it cleans and purifies all the water that is coming into the house. It's really cool how they have that stuff over there. Jen has a question. She says, did everyone hear about the woman who was on a cruise in Alaska and she stole a sled dog puppy? No, I have not heard about that one.
No.
I'll have to...
And how would she get it back on the ship?
I don't know.
I'm writing this down about the Bermuda houses.
Martin says, how far did she get with the dog?
Yeah, not on the ship, you know. Go figure.
Yeah.
But, it's time. And Scott, we want to thank you. Not Scott, it's Keith. Keith. Scott, thank you for the questions. Keith, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it, and we thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Opportunity to interview.
Yeah. We had a great time talking to you and getting to know you today. Hopefully, everybody can go. Everybody go to Keith's channel. Yeah, subscribe to Cruising with Keith's channel. Go support him. Show him some love. You know, that's the reason why we do this on Sunday, to show everybody some love and support him and all of that. And hopefully, Keith, we'll see each other soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully.
Yes. Banned from Alaska. Oh.
Oh, they got banned from Alaska. They got a $10,000 fine. Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
For a dog. I mean, seriously.
The fine costs more than the dog.
Right? The cruise.
She probably would have just been easier buying one over here or coming, back home and just, adopting one.
I
Yeah.
bet the dog was pretty though.
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably. But thank you, Keith.
Yeah.
Thank you
for
for
coming on. I would just want to say thank you for everybody for showing up on today's live. We appreciate everybody's being here. Just keep in mind that we love you to the moon and back. Just have a safe weekend. Have a great evening with your family, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
See you in the morning. 8.
Bye.